Hello, my name is Robel Gaither and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today on my channel, I'm going to be bringing you guys along on a process of me making my first bag design for the year of 2024, and I love the way that this bag came out. It's so fun and cute and just a really refreshing look for a bag. I don't think I've ever really seen a bag like this, and I really wanted my first design for this year to be something that was small, fun, cute, and also just really cool to make, just because I wanted to kind of get myself back in a groove of making a bag design. I feel like it's been a while since I've actually done a bag design, which it's only been a month and a half, but it feels like forever for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and show the bag and talk about it, so let's do that. So this is the bag that I make in this video, and as you can see, it is absolutely eye-capturing and stunning. I love this design so freaking much. It is a top panel and has this really nice swirly design on the front and the back. Now, it doesn't match up on the back like how it does on the front, but I kind of like that it doesn't do that. I think it gives it a really nice and fun, what's the word for, like, juxtaposition? I think it's like it kind of breaks it up and makes it not so, too cohesive, if that makes sense. But it does match up on the front and it looks amazing. And this is a light blue and dark blue denim bag. It's a top handle, and I just love this design so much. I'm gonna call it arm candy because the way you have to wear it, you wear it on your arm, and I think it's just a really dope design, and it almost gives me like a winter wonderland peppermint vibe. I think it's the colors and like the swirly design, but yeah. So this is the bag that I make in this video. If you do want to stick around and watch me make it, please do. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below, let me know what you think, and let's get into the video. All right, so it is Monday, February 5th, and this is my first bag design of the new year, and I'm really excited. The last 2 weeks have been really annoying. I have not been able to really get much work done because my laptop decided to literally die on me and cost a lot of money to get fixed. So I had to wait a long time to get that fixed, and it was really annoying. It made me just get in a bad mood, and I wasn't really feeling it. But in those 2 weeks, I did spend a lot of time designing a lot of things, so I do have a good amount of designs, stacked up. So we get in there. But I'm gonna show you guys this sketch for the design that I'm gonna be doing today. It's this really cute like top handle bag, and has like this kind of curvy, wavy design on it. I don't know why I'm really drawn to like swirly and like curvy lined designs. I don't know why. I've just always been attracted to that style. So this is a light blue denim bag and a dark blue denim, and it's gonna have white contrast stitching. I already have literally all of my pieces prepped and ready to go. Everything is good. I have my embroidery done, all that good stuff. I've been working on this for like the last few days. So that's what I'm working on. Let me show you guys the test piece. Where did I put it at? So this is the test piece for this. Again, my test pieces are made out of like floppy denim. Don't mind it, but it's just essentially to test it and make sure that the pattern works well. So again, it's gonna be like a top handle, so you can wear it like this, put it on your arm and just hold it. And I made this top handle honestly a little longer than usual because I thought it would just look a little bit better and be more comfortable to hold and have a cooler look versus like a really small handle. Like, actually, this don't look bad either, but I'm gonna keep it with the long one. And then as you can see, it has like a little swirly design on there. So the first thing that I'm gonna do, if you know me, you know I always love, because recently I've been doing a lot of designs that have like overlaying and patterns and stuff. So I have my template, and then I'm just going to lay the pattern piece template on top of whatever it is. I poked the little holes here, and I'm just gonna dot the lines with the chalk and then remove it, line it up so that I can have my guidelines for where all my overlaying pieces are supposed to hit. So that's the first thing that I need to do. And the parts that are gonna have this relay design on it, and it's supposed to like match up from the flap to the body, which is gonna really, I feel like, make this bag a really cool design. So the top part of the flap, the body, front and back is what's gonna have the design. So I'm about to start doing that. I'm not gonna do as much chit chatting because I want to get in work. I'm really excited. So that's what I'm about to do. That's what you're gonna see. And then I'll check back in once I have that done and sew it on. So let's get into that. All right, so it's the next day and I went ahead and finished up all of the front and back and flap pieces and it looks freaking amazing. I love this detailing so much. I don't know why, it almost gives me like a surfer beach, like beach wave type of vibe, and I want to say it's because of the blues and like the curves, but this is dope. So this is the back piece, this is the flap. I also went ahead and sewed my name tag on, looks amazing. And then this is the front. I went ahead and added the magnetic snaps on the front and on the underside of the flap as well. So I went ahead and also stabbed my middle finger, with an X-Acto knife, and it was honestly, now what I'm about to go ahead and do is sew up the flap, and I'm kind of nervous for this part because I'm not nervous for sewing the flap together. I'm nervous for attaching it to the back because it has the paneling at the top that I'm gonna have to sew through, and then it has the paneling on the body that I'm gonna have to sew through. And this is gonna be folded over on itself, so it's like I'm gonna be double sewing on top of this, if that makes sense. So it's going to be really thick, and I'm pretty sure my machine's going to handle it. I'm just going to have to walk my stitches, but I'm a little nervous about that because I don't think I've ever sewed anything of this nature like that on this machine. So I'm pretty sure it'll be fine, but I'm going to go ahead and sew the flap up, top stitch it, and attach it to the back, and then I'll check back in and show you what I got to do next. So let's do that. All right, so I went ahead and attached the flap to the back body piece and went ahead and put the rivets on as well. And sewing this on was really not bad at all. I always second guess my machine and like the durability of it, and it always tackles the task every single time. It's amazing, and I love this design. So originally when I was pattern making this, I switched the swirls on the back body piece to go in this direction, just so that the back of the flap, it kind of looked a little more cohesive versus if everything was going the same way. It just looked really weird because they weren't lining up on the back. So I kind of made the swirls to go this way. Even though they don't line up still, I really like the different directions. I think it looks really cool. And I never talked about that in the video, but I did a double line of stitching on all of the overlaying panel pieces. So all the top stitching that I'm doing on this is double top stitching, just because I wanted to have that nice thick stitch look, and I also like the way that the white pops more on that. So this is looking really good. So now what I'm about to go ahead and do is I'm going to attach the piping, and I'm using this light blue denim for the piping. So the front and back is going to have that, and then after that I'm going to go ahead and attach the handle to the flap, and I'm going to do it before I sew everything together because it's going to make this so much more easier, because again, it is a top handle. And it's going to look like a dot. So I'm going to sew the piping on, attach the handle, and then I also need to go ahead and sew the the bottom support onto the gusset. And I'm not doing purse feet on this bag. I wanted to, but I don't have any silver. I just checked. I only have 2 silver purse feet left, and I don't know why I don't have more, but yeah, I only have 2, so I'm not gonna do purse feet, which is fine. It's not the end of the world, but I just would have liked to have that. So that's all I'm gonna do, and I'll check back in once I have all of that done. So let's get to it. I'm really loving how this is coming out. It's looking really dope, and I think this is gonna be a really dope bag. Like, this design is so fun, unique, and just fresh, and I'm so excited. So I'm about to do that, and that's what you're gonna see. So let's do that. All right, so it's been a few hours and I went ahead and sewed up the handle and attached it, and I love how it's looking. And for this handle, for the top handle, I normally do a 1 inch width one, but this one is 3/4 inches, and I think it just fits and holds a little bit better in the hand. It's a little bit more easier and comfortable to hold. So this one is 3/4 inch. It's only 1/4 inch smaller than the 1 inch, but I think I like it a little bit more. And I went ahead and sewed the piping all the way along as well. I love the light blue border on this. I think it looks really nice. And I went ahead and did the piping for the front as well. And then I also did the bottom support. So now what I have to do next is just sew the gusset on the front and back body piece, which I don't think there's going to be anything too crazy, nothing difficult at all. So that's what I'm about to do, and then I'll check back in and let you know what's next. So let's do that. All right, so it is the next day and I went ahead and finished sewing up the whole entire exterior, and it honestly wasn't bad to sew together at all. It's looking really dope. It's probably hard to see as always because it's inside out. So now that I have this part finished and complete, I actually need to base these side seams open. I'll do that next off camera, but now I'm gonna start on the lining. And for the lining, I'm doing this color. It's supposed to be lavender. The color is supposed to be lavender, but it almost looks like a baby bluish. It has like a lavender look, but it has like a baby bluish undertone to it. I thought it would look really cool with this, even though it doesn't really match. I really was hoping that it did look a little bit more on the lavender side, but it does look more blue. But I still think it's gonna look really cool. So this is the color that I'm going with for the interior. So I'm gonna start on the lining. I'm gonna do the basics that I normally do. I'm gonna do a zipper pocket and then a slip pocket. I'm gonna have my interior logo that I already have made up, and then my Made by Revell Gaither tag. So I don't know what color I'm gonna do for the zipper yet. I haven't figured that out. I might do like a dark blue or like something really cool and fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the lining, and then that's what you're gonna see. And then I'll check back in. I'm gonna start the lining, sew it up, and then attach it to the exterior, and then I'll check back in and let you know what's next. So let's get into it. All right, so I went ahead and sewed the lining to the exterior. It wasn't that bad at all. I will say the only thing that's been annoying is the fact that I cut my finger and it hurts. It's like it's always something when I'm working that's like pushing back from making the process just a tad bit easier. But yeah, the only thing that I'm worried about is my finger. So turning this right side out and then top stitching it, I'm a little worried that my finger's gonna be hurting. I'm gonna get through it, but yeah, so now what I need to do is turn this bag right side out through the hole that I left in the bottom of the lining. And that's what I'm about to do, and I'm gonna top stitch everything, and then from there, I have to close off the lining, and then I'm pretty much done. So that's what I'm about to do, that's what you're gonna see, so let's do that. All right, so it's been a few days now since I have finished up the bag, and I love how it came out. This was one of those projects where I didn't really have to let it sit for it to grow on me. I loved it from the get-go. Like, I love this design from start to finish. Literally, I've been obsessed with it. And when I first drew this design out, it's funny because I almost thought that I didn't like it, but then I put it aside and I was like, you know what, maybe I'll do it later. And then I came in my studio like a day later and I saw it and I was just so drawn to it. And every day I kept coming back into the studio. I was just so drawn and attracted to the design of the bag. I was like, okay, I have to do this at this point. And I love it. It came out amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and show like some cute little final shots and then talk about it. So of course, off the bat, love the colors of this bag. It is just so fun. I used light blue and dark blue before. My first ever bag was actually made with dark blue and light blue denim, so I love it so much. I love this color combo, and I love the way that the patterning aligns from the flap to the body. Like the patterning for this bag is just mwah, chef's kiss. I really did a good job doing the patterning, and I also love, like I said earlier on, that the patterning on the back, it doesn't match up. It kind of goes in its separate directions, and it gives it like a really cool fun look, and I think it adds a nice juxtaposition to the bag, and I hope I'm saying that right and using the right term, but it kind of breaks it up and just gives it its own little, you know, vibe from the front and the back. And I love the bottom. I didn't put purse feet on here. Again, I don't think this was really a purse foot design. I did want to put them on here, but I also didn't have much. In the interior, I hope I can get good shots. If not, I'll kind of just talk about it later. But I do love the way the interior came out. I tried a new thing and did the slip pocket a little bit different. I made it smaller and didn't sew it into the seams. I just kind of did a square and then I added the rivets and stuff just to kind of break it up and try something new. But yeah, I love how this bag came out. It's something that I think was a really good project to kind of get the ball rolling, because I'm just really excited to just keep going and making new stuff, and I'm back in that zone, which is what I wanted this project to do for me, because sometimes for me, I feel like I need to kickstart myself back into gear to get back up and running and going and designing and stuff like that. Like I can't just come out of the gate doing crazy stuff. Like I need to start off smooth and then work my way into it, which is what this project was. Again, I'm gonna show the interior because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get good shots. So this is the inside. Again, I wanted it to be like that lavender color, and this is supposed to be lavender, but it looks more blue, and I'm actually really glad that it does look more on the blue end, because I kind of like it. I think it looks really good. It does still look a little lavenderish or periwinkle-esque, if I would say. But it has a zipper pocket, my interior logo, and then this is the slip pocket that I was talking about. As you can see, it is a little bit different compared to how I normally do. It's a little smaller, and I did put rivets in the stress areas just so that those stitches don't rip over time. But it's still a pretty nice size slip pocket, and then you have the whole center compartment. So this bag is complete. I love how it came out. It is such a statement piece and just a beautiful eye-capturing bag, and it's a literal work of art. Like I consider this a work of art, and again, I am calling it Orm Candy. Like this is the Orm Candy bag. I love the name of it too, because it almost reminds me of a peppermint and like candy, but like you wear it on your arm, so then it's therefore Orm Candy. Like this is a really amazing bag. I love it so much, and I really don't have many negatives to say about it, honestly, at all. But yeah, this bag is going to be retailing on my website for $575 with the dust bag and shipping included, so you don't have to pay anything extra for those. And I would rate this project difficulty wise, honestly, it wasn't that difficult. I would give it like a good 7 out of 10. I would give it a 7 out of 10. But I actually really liked making this. I want to do this in different colors. That's another thing that I love about the design. I feel like it would look really good in other colors, and I have something in my head already that I want to try with this design. I think it'll be really cool. So yeah, this is the finished product of the bag. I love it so much, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and love the bag as well. And yeah, so if you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you also subscribe and hit that bell notification so that you can be notified when I do upload any of my other videos or tutorials or things like that in the future. And make sure you comment down below. Let me know what you think, if you love the bag or not. And yeah, that's really all that I have to say. I will have my social medias, my website, and everything linked down below in the description box. And yeah, I'm gonna go so I can finish up the rest of the work that I have to do. But I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Deuces.